Okay, here's a quick tutorial on how to set up back button focusing on the LUMIX G9. I've never set it up on this camera before, so you're going to be doing it with me. First thing, I use back button focusing for sport shooting, so I'll stick it in shutter priority mode, and I'll have it on constant autofocus. Okay, so the whole idea is to get the focus to this button here, and then the shutter release is on this button here. Normally this release button, you have a half press and then a full press. The half press does the focusing and then the full press takes the shot. You're removing that half press with the focus and you're placing it back here. So here we go, let's start it up. Shutter priority, constant autofocus. Let's go into the menu. Let's see. Focus release, that's what we want. Let's go into there again. Now we want to change this AF AE lock button. Let's go into that. We just want autofocus on when we push that button. And the shutter button, we want to shutter autofocus. You need to turn shutter autofocus off. Here we go. Now let's go back. Now, to focus, I just press the AF AE lock button. Okay, now that's all I had to do. I've set up my back button focusing. Now I have to change my focus area. I like to use a custom mode, or up one just a little bit bigger. Now this is part of the secret to back button focusing, is having your autofocus area small as you can. It puts less pressure onto the calculations that the camera has to make to pick out the correct focusing point that you're after. So the smaller you can make it, the better. And when you get really good at it, you can go to single point, and if you press the joystick in or move it up or down a little bit, you can actually adjust the size. You can get it right down small, and you can, if you use the front dial up here, let's move it again. If you use the front dial, you can very slightly change it, or if you use the back dial, it increases it quite a bit. So when I'm doing sports, I like to do it about that size. If I'm having a good day, I'll shrink down a bit, but I like to do it that size, and I like to put it down low. So I get my the feet, the legs of the football players, and the camera tends not to focus on the fence in the background as much. So yeah, I can still keep the players in the middle of the frame, but it focuses a bit lower onto their legs and feet, so I tend to lose less shots doing it that way. Alright, so I'm happy with all that setup. I'm on AFC, shutter priority, I've got my focus point. I'll go back to my custom focus because I really like that one. Yep, and everything's working as it should. Now I want to save this as, we'll do custom 2 today. So we'll go into the menu again. There's custom set menu up here, right there, and I'll save it as C2. Do you want to overwrite the current settings? Yes. Completed. Right, now I'll go back into, let's go back into the menu and change it. I'm going to change it all back the way it was. So shutter AF is back on, and the AF/AE lock is back to AF/AE lock. Okay, so now I'm just in normal shutter mode, and this is what it'll just work as per normal when I turn the camera off and then back on again. But when I turn it off, I'll go around to C2 now. I now have my camera set up for back button focusing in my custom 2. And if I want to go back to just normal shooting, I can just go around to shutter, and I can use the shutter button to focus. So yeah, very simple to set up, very simple to save, and now I can use the back button focusing technique, which there are plenty of videos about on YouTube that explain the benefits of that. I just love the fact that when you take your thumb off, it's no longer constantly focusing. It's locked at a set point, and then as soon as you touch the button, you've got constant focusing. So you've got the best of both worlds. You've got AFC and AFS at the touch of a button, and I find you get a lot more shots, a lot more keepers, and you don't have to work as hard either. If a set play is going on the football field and you know that they're going to be in that spot for 10-20 seconds, you just take your thumb off the AFC button and you know that you're locked at that distance, and as soon as they start moving or running towards you, you just hit the button and it does the consistent focus thing. So hopefully that helps someone, and hopefully you can take advantage of this cool feature and how easy it is to set up. Thank you.